There's a reason that people keep coming back, and it's because you feel important, you feel special. And that really is the difference in my experience with Denco versus the other companies that I've worked with. We had a different contractor build this first facility, and it was a very frustrating, very time-consuming process.
I worked with some different construction companies in the past doing remodels, or when we actually built this building, which was 10 years ago. And the company that built this building for us, they're a commercial builder, and this was their first dental project, and they really had no comprehension of how we do dentistry. And so to me, one of the biggest advantages to Denco is all they do is dental construction. So they understand where the doctor sits, how the ergonomics are, how you're reaching for instruments, or where you need a sink or things like that. And we ended up, when we first built this office, with some really ergonomic problems in that there wasn't enough room to move a chair around behind move the dentist chair behind the patient's chair, different things like that. So we ended up remodeling our office that we constructed 10 years ago, mainly to give us a little more space so that we could work more efficiently. And when we started to look into doing this expansion, we did talk to some other contractors. One of the contractors wouldn't give us a bid until we had plans on the expansion, and we didn't know what we wanted to do until we talked to Steve. So to me, that was one of the advantages, is working with somebody that understands dentistry and the business of dentistry and how to construct for dentistry. The thing that I found was the help in designing. Drawn up some plans with an architect 5 or 6 years ago. We had a pretty good idea what we wanted to do, but when Steve came in and discussed what we wanted to do, we found out that that really was going to work for us, and so he was able to give us some good ideas on how we could fit in our ops, still have enough storage, and have a little extra office for the doctors to dictate in. And so I felt like we got a much better design by working with Denco, somebody that's experienced with dental construction, than we had by going to an architect that dealt with dental design. I felt that we got better.
Dr. Smith mentioned with Denco, it was nice to get some different ideas on the layout, and it's been a really good experience.
For me was the design, helping us to design a system that worked well for us, and being able to construct that design in a timely fashion, stay on schedule.
I feel that, you know, my expectations of Denco going in was that, you know, here I met Steve. I felt like he's really an honest person. I just felt a connection of everything he was telling me. I just felt good about, and now we're at the other end. The project's done, and I felt that way all the way through, and I still feel that way now. And we're very happy with how everything turned out. Both my other dental projects, the builder just came in, built the thing, and he's out of there. He had no interest in the dental practice. And the beginning was just looking, they're knowledgeable about equipment, your design, how you can, the equipment, do you want this, maybe you should look at this. Also, like, provided a list of names of people who can help you with marketing, any aspect of dentistry that you want to use for your practice, for just interested in the whole practice and wanting your practice and your move to be successful and your new office to be successful. I just feel like every other contractor I've dealt with is just in it for, I get my building, I build the building, I get paid, and you whatever you do, that's your problem, you know. I mean, it's just like I couldn't believe the interest in every aspect of the practice, from getting new patients to retaining the old ones, sending out what kind of a moving postcard now, and not only that, but reminding us that we need to do this. Like, hey, you got your postcard, tell people you moved, your new address. I mean, we were going to do that, but it just, Steve was just on top of everything to make sure that everything went smooth, just not the build-out part. So that's amazing.